आया जी। जोर से
और एक बार once more.
She's more comfortable with photographs.
And he's always like,
Yeah.
and we hope and pray कि आपका मैजिक फिर से रिपीट हो और पूरे देश में इस बार आपका जादू चले. And of course it's an absolute honor to call him on stage. And वैसे ये कहते हैं कि ये शाय हैं, रिजर्व हैं, तो आइए अब अपना नॉट एट ऑल और आपको इनको थोड़ा प्यार और मोहब्बत दिखाते हैं कि व्हाट इट फील्स लाइक बीइंग इन मुंबई, व्हाट इट फील्स लाइक बीइंग पार्ट ऑफ दिस साइड ऑफ द ना भाई विष्णु मंचू एक बार जोरदार तालियां. माइक सो ओवर टू मीडिया नाउ. आप लोग अपनी सवाल पूछ सकते हैं हमारी टीम से.
Look amazing, you know. और जिस तरह से पूरा ट्रेंड चला है, I hope you understand Hindi.
Of course, बात करने को थोड़ा मुश्किल है, but I understand Hindi quite.
Okay. Trailer look amazing, songs look amazing, you know. How this whole project happened, you know. और उसके बाद सनी लियोनी को फिल्म में कास्ट करना, पायल इसका हिस्सा है. Tell us a little journey about it, how it all started.
I'll speak in English. I hope it's okay.
It's okay, no problem.
So, you know what? Last November, October, November, exactly a year ago, I was approached by the writer of the movie, Mr. Kona Venkat. Saying that there's a script I want to hear. I heard the script and then I liked it. And then they said, very good. We have Miss Sunny, attached to the project already. I said, Sunny Leon. I said, she's not popular in Telugu because predominantly it had to be a Telugu film. And I said, no, earlier in a few years back, I produced a film with my brother and Sunny played a small role in that. I said, it's been quite a few years. Telugu audience don't, I don't know. They said, no, it's Sunny, it's a thing. Then I kind of slowed it down. I said, okay, there are a few changes in the script. Let me get back to you. Then about 15 days later, when they didn't hear back from me, they reached out to my father. So father, of course, given his, him being an actor, him being, a legendary figure back home, they said, sir, Vishnu's got a great script. We narrated because the writer, Mr. Kona Venkat, and I collaborated. Our first collaboration was a movie called D, which was a very big hit in Telugu. Some say it's a cult film, and I'm honored to be a part of that film. And after that, we made another 2 films together. So all the 3 films Kona and I made were huge blockbusters back in Telugu. And he was finding it strange for the last 10-15 days that I wasn't getting back after the script was narrated to me. Then
I'm sorry to cut you. Can we switch off this?
Yes,
at the back, there will be a problem in the camera. Thank you so much.
So then they went to my father and they told him, and my dad heard the script, he liked it, and then he called me and he said, did you hear a script that Kona told about 15 days ago? I said, yeah, I kind of liked the script, but a few changes, and they had Sunny. I wasn't sure how Sunny would be an advantage to the Telugu audience. And he said, Vishnu, you have friends in your media, so you find out. I think she would be the perfect fit for the role, what they are saying, and there's no two ways about it. Then I made a few calls to some leading, regional newspapers, which are the top newspapers. And I said, can you do me a sample survey? I gave them 5 names. And I said, can you do a sample survey among the audience and say who they would be interested to see in a very interesting role. So Sunny's name came for 73%. So I was wrong. So I said, okay, let's work on the project ASAP. Then they said, okay, what about the heroine? I said, look, you already got a hot-looking woman, Sunny Leon over there. I need someone equally who can share the space. And then here I have Payal Rajput. She's considered a very hot property after RX100, and she's more outgoing than me, so she put me in a very embarrassing spot many a times at shooting. So, it was really fortunate to be acting with people without inhibitions, who brought me out of that shyness. And one by one, everything fell in place. And if you see all the actors here who are associated with the movie, they're all the A++ talent of our Telugu industry. And they have been seen in a lot of Hindi dubbed also from Telugu. And if you look at the talent who's been associated also in terms of the crew, we've got one of our legendary Indian cinematographers, Mr. Chota K. Naidu, and my elder brother, Mr. Prabhudeva. He came and choreographed the song, and I have to tell that we all grew up together. I was a kid when he was already on the journey of becoming a legend. When the production reached out to him and said, "Sir, the check is," my dad sent a blank check to him, saying that let Prabhu fix up what he wants to. He called me and said, "So you're trying to, you've become such a big guy that you're paying me money now for choreographing." I know, what nonsense is this? So he sent a check back. And then I had the fortune of, having the choreography of Mr. Prem Rakshit, who's very famous for his current song, Natu Natu. So he gave the concept and visualization for the movie right from the beginning of the script. And then, of course, I had one of my favorite choreographers ever, Mr. Ganesh Acharya. His first Telugu song was in my Telugu film, in my film, long back, almost about 12-15 years ago. And I could say, I can proudly say that I launched him in Telugu. And I love him. So we had some of the best talent work together, and I had wonderful music directors and the team work together. And then I reached out to my friend Akshay. Akshay and I have been, talking for quite some time. And, it's not, Akshay and I never had any, financial transactions ever, but, being an actor, I can follow certain people on Twitter. But if I have a secondary account, I can follow a lot of people which none of you know. And Akshay is one of them. Well, Akshay, you're the most decent guy I follow on Twitter, okay, in my secondary account. So, I keep following what he talks about movies and the distribution and everything is very insightful. So, Mr. Sunil Shetty actually introduced both of us, and I have to say thanks to Sunil Anna because the introduction he's given us was priceless. And, Akshay and I spoke a lot, then our association with Mr. Pankaj with UFO started. And they were very keen. I think in December we met, right? They had come to Hyderabad and they were talking, and I said, yes, in probably July, August, September I will have my release. I think that would be a good thing to release over there. So the planning of releasing in Hindi was way ahead of time. It wasn't something we just planned now. And we made a conscious effort of, keeping our partners very close and taking them in every way. Saying this is when the audio is releasing, this is when it's going. So I pray and hope that our association will be fruitful and mutually beneficial for both of us. So this, my friend, is a short journey of Jinnah.
क्या खास होगा जब मैं इस ट्रेलर की बात करता हूँ या मैं फिल्म की बात करता हूँ, बाकी फिल्मों से क्या खास होगा इस फिल्म के अंदर?
Sure. So, first and foremost, thank you so much for coming here and promoting our movie Jinnah. और मुझे आज बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है just because see I stay here only like 15 minutes away and this is very first time I'm promoting my first Hindi film over here in Mumbai, so it's indeed a very big day for me. And this movie is releasing in 3 languages, Malayali, Hindi and Telugu. और अगर आप कहते हैं कि क्या मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है और मतलब कैसे मुझे मिली, ये कहना चाहते हैं आप, right? So I'll tell you, I started my career with RX100 back there in 2018 and that has changed the trajectory of my career. उस मूवी की वजह से मुझे सब कुछ मिल गया. मतलब I still remember my struggle days when I was there in Mumbai. I struggled almost for 5 to 6 years. यहाँ पास में आराम नगर है, वहाँ जाके मैं 6-6, 7-7 ऑडिशन देती थी और कई बार तो ऐसा था कि 5-6 ऑडिशन में सेलेक्ट भी हो गई. तो I really want to thank my mom and dad for that. कि मुझे height तो अच्छा, I'm blessed with that. So I know my journey and RX100 is very, very close to my heart, and because of that movie today I'm standing here in front of all of you. And that's why I hold that movie very close to my heart. Or yeah, coming back to Jinnah again, I was looking for an immersive experience, and through this movie, I got the one. And I really want to thank Vishnu for that, and for Mohan sir. You know, they made me the part of this prestigious project. Or through this movie, I would say I got to work with such a brilliant team. I mean, Prabhu Deva sir, Kona Venkat sir, who is the writer for our film, and Chota Garu, one of the bestest DOPs in South India. और अब मुझे लगता है कि we are not just different tags from different industries. We all are the actors. Be it in Sandalwood, in Tollywood, in Bollywood, our mere objective is to entertain people, our fans and our audiences. So this is what I am doing. और yes, very excited for 21st. और मेरे लिए भी एक वो था कि मैंने हिंदी में देखा. I was checking out all in Telugu. Now it's coming in Hindi, so I'm very very excited for this. और आप भी प्लीज देखिएगा.
विष्णु सर, मेरा सवाल आपसे, द नेम ऑफ द फिल्म इज जिन्ना भाई. जब मैं जिन्ना भाई की बात करूँ, whenever somebody talk about Jinnah, it reminds us of the partition which India has seen, the partition by Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Do you think there are possibility people, there are very sensitive people in our country, there are people who consider Jinnah as a villain for India. Do you think someone comes up and, disagree with the title of yours because the name is Jinnah Bhai?
My brother, you're actually quite late in creating a controversy, because the controversy was already created when the name was announced back home. I had lot of people breathing down my neck. The media, ripped me apart a few months back. I was quiet because I was very clear about what the title was. See, we explained at the very beginning what the title means. The hero's name is G. Nageshwara. And we brought out a trailer also to explain what it is in the beginning of in the Telugu thing. So his name is Gali Nageshwara. Gali in Telugu means Hava. So his friends keep teasing him with the name Gali. So he doesn't like that. So he changes his name for a short form called Jinnah. So for people who don't know, in certain parts in Andhra Pradesh, G. Nageshwara, the short form is called Jinnah. I know the friends among others, they call Jinnah. So that's the reason why when Akshay and I also were talking very closely about selecting the name, we had realized that there was already a company which had registered the name Jinnah, that is Muhammad Ali Jinnah. But here it was G-I-N-N-A. So even then when we tried to explain to the people who were actually registering the title, they didn't accept. So that's the reason why we had to come up with Jinnah Bhai.
I will tell you one more thing. When I auditioned for RX100, starting mein I tried to mug up, I was mugging all the dialogues, everything. But when I gone on the sets, I was like blank. मैं बिल्कुल blank थी.
Exams में भी होता था.
हाँ, I mean I was so blank that I was unable to deliver the dialogues. I was completely blank, and afterwards he was like, I don't think so. This girl would be able to pull it off. Send her back. Straight away on my face, and I was like, shit man, I was doubting myself. I was like, no, I'm doubting my craft. I mean, I have been working here for last 6-7 years, and I worked really very hard. So I was like, just give me one more chance. I'll do the same dialogues in my mother tongue. I mean, either Punjabi or Hindi, whatever you feel like. And he was like, chalo last shot do, and I did it. He just turned back and he was like, I want this girl. And that's how I got RX100. That was really not that easy journey. बहुत difficult रहा है मेरे लिए. But thank God, I think my good deeds, my hard work, my good karmas along with my hard work really paid off. So वहाँ से मैंने शुरू किया. Serials करे. अब तेलुगु कर रही हूँ. Now I'm looking forward to enter in Bollywood, which is again not that easy. I'm struggling.
You mentioned in Veere Ki Wedding. Were you part of it?
I was just a small part of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is in spirit your first.
Yeah, this is. I'll call this one my debut in Hindi. Yeah.
Great. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Since your
RX100, ma'am.
100 did very well,
Yes.
so would I take the privilege of calling you a Southern Siren, turning to Bollywood?
Hi, please do that. Please do that. I'm dying to be here. That's why I was telling him, oh my God, welcome to my city. I've stayed here for 5 to 6 years. I struggled here. Now I shifted my base to Hyderabad because I'm doing Kannada, Malayali, and my one more movie is releasing on 21st. That is Headbush, biopic on MP Jairaj. I'm sure teaser and song got released, and we have got some humongous response for that. So yeah, 2 movies are on the roll.
So since Payal is dying to turn her attention towards Bollywood,
Yes.
if date clashes, you know, you get 2 films in Tollywood and you'll ditch them.
I don't know, but I'll try to manage both. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you are asking a mother, who do you love the most? So, no, I'll manage. I'm ready to sacrifice my sleep. I'm ready to sacrifice my food. I can sacrifice each and everything for my projects. So, I work that way. Yeah, pray for me, please. I really want to enter into Bollywood. Thank you. With this movie, of course, I am. But yes.
Vishnu sir, this is
Next
Shivam here.
question.
Trailer is quite amazing, and I have to ask that you have worked in a various comedy films. You know, Jinnah is something different that we can see here. This is slightly different. How much did you have enjoyed this character, and what was your experience in that?
I really loved it, working on it. So one of the most of my biggest hits have been action comedies, and for the last 3-4 years I haven't done a good action comedy. I haven't actually done any action comedy. Wow. So this one, when it came, I really loved it, and especially the thrill factor of it. You know, whether is it horror or is it a thriller, that's a very thin line. So that would be the surprise factor of Jinnah, and that's what I enjoyed the entire process. I had the privilege of acting with 3 beautiful women, and the meme culture is very popular, predominant now in social media. So there's one of my friend forwarded a meme to me, that someone made. It had Payal on top of me, on the trailer. That's one shot. The other shot was Sunny on top of me, and below there were a couple of comedians saying that, very life, you have to live life like Vishnu Manchu, man. So, it was, apart from romancing them and, flirting with them, it was a great experience.
Vishnu sir,
Demand if you do a hook step of this movie. Awesome.
okay.
I tore my ACL in that song, you saw. After that, they said that I have to get operated. I know probably after the release I'll get it operated, and 3 months later I'll do.
Vishnu sir, if you have to work with Bollywood films, in Bollywood films, which director you would like to work with, and which actress you would like to work with?
You're giving me like, you're taking me into Disneyland and saying which ride you want to go. It's like, the actresses are like rides. Everybody are pretty.
Who's your favorite?
Well, right now I already said, long time ago there was a funny reel which Payal and Sunny, they asked who's my favorite. I said Alia Bhatt. I didn't want both of them to. But the director per se, there are some great directors here like Mr. Hirani, Mr. Bansali, Mr. Roj Shetty. I would love to work with them given an opportunity, but I would love to see if they would love to come and direct my Telugu film there rather than me trying to act in a Hindi film. I would love for them to come and direct a Telugu film, and if that film releases, it is a Hindi film. So I would love to see if explore that possibility. And brother, the money which the Bollywood directors charge here is almost equivalent to what our Telugu directors are charging, and maybe our Telugu directors are a little more expensive. I think I can probably come here and afford great directors, and the wait time would be lesser.
There is a competition between Sunny and Payal on the social media, that who is your favorite?
I said Alia Bhatt. So, there you go.
that
I need them for promotions for the next 10 days, so please.
Okay, thank you.
My question
Yes,
is
please go ahead.
who decide the tickets rates, exhibitors, on this cinema day, the tickets were only 75 rupees. So people thronged into the theatres. So will you consider that? And what would be the rate of tickets, especially in Mumbai?
Well, absolutely, ma'am. I think the National Cinema Day has been an eye-opener for the entire entertainment industry. So 75 possibly is too low a rate to be able to sustain the kind of expenses and overheads that are associated with running a cinema. But yes, more rational pricing that makes movie going a lower hanging fruit for the people at large, and not just people who can afford a more expensive ticket, but for the widest spectrum of the social strata. That would be a very conscious attempt that the entire value chain, including the actors, the producers, the distributors, the exhibitors, have to work towards consciously. And it's not just about the ticket price; it's about the movie going experience overall. So the food and beverages, everything. Absolutely. So the idea will always be to make it, a habit for the Aam Aadmi of India, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. And an inspiration behind this whole thought is actually the southern film industry, and especially Tamil, where the movie tickets are actually capped by the government at about 160 rupees. And that's the reason why you see the kind of occupancy that you do there. And hopefully we'll be able to emulate that in the time to come.
Has the producer got profit on the table?
The producer of this film is right here. So you can probably check with him.
Yeah, we should. Or
So,
is
like,
it
I'll
on
take the
royalty
opportunity
basis?
of.
Is it on royalty basis? Movie?
No, they're distributing it, but I would like to request Mr. Pankaj, please, if there's a possibility, I would love to have more, foots into the door rather than the pricing. So if there's anything a sweet spot, because the ticket pricing is actually, are trying to kill not just the ticket pricing, but the whole outing of coming into the theater have kind of killing the experience for the general audience. So if there's any possibility, I have no egos. So, if you want to reduce the general ticket pricing and put a sweet spot for the audience to come and enjoy in Diwali, so please do the pricing. I leave it to you.